One of my fans just gave me 7 big blocks, which proves I have the best fans in the world. But that's not all. Hey guys, I just want to start this video off by saying that I got a message from YouTube this morning which said, congratulations, you've been a YouTube member for 19 years now. That's right. Scottys Garage has been up on YouTube for 19 years. They're coming up on our 20th anniversary next year, so I guess we need to have a party next year, and I'm going to start planning that now. But wow, what a journey it's been. 19 years. And I guess we should have more subscribers for 19 years on YouTube, but hey, if you're watching this and you're not a subscriber, reach down and click the button right now. Click the button, tap that bell so you get all the notifications. But yeah, if you're not a subscriber on YouTube right now on Scottys Garage, please subscribe because yeah, things are about to get crazy. As you can see behind me, I have 7 big blocks here that a fan just gave us. So yeah, let's talk about that. Well, the other day I got a message from one of our fans, Brendan, and he said, Scott, I'm moving across Australia, I'm moving to Perth, and I've got all these Chrysler parts and I want you to have them. I've been a big fan for years, been watching your stuff for years, and you know, I don't want to throw them out, but I can't cart them all over the way to Perth because, you know, for those that aren't aware, Perth's like 4,000 kilometres away, you know, thereabouts. It's a long way to be hauling a lot of heavy iron. So he said, mate, I want you to have it. And I'm like, oh, okay, wow, that's incredibly generous. And I won't say no. I mean, I'll take whatever you got. And yeah, I'll come around and have a look and see what you got and see what I need to carry it with and blah, blah, blah. You know, because my daily drive is just a sedan. So, you know, do I need a ute, whatever? Well, turns out, yep, I needed a ute and a trailer because there is a lot here. And it's not just these 7 blocks that you see. There's a lot of parts that go with it. The blocks, I think, are just the icing on the cake, you know. So I guess we should talk about what they are. They're all Chrysler big blocks. Okay, so Chrysler made big blocks from 1958 through to 78. All right, so what's that, 20 years? And so the older, even the newest of these blocks will be over 40 years old, almost 50 years old. Some of these blocks will be much older. I know one of them is a 62 block, which makes it, you know, over 60 years old. So yeah, there's some history there. And yes, they're all rebuilders. None of these are running engines. So I will have to do some work, but when you see the rest of the parts, you'll see this may not be as big a chore as you may think. So yeah, we've got some raw material to work with here. So most of them are 383s, and I know Americans will probably groan, oh, 383s, oh, why would you bother? But 383s, well, in Australia, Chrysler big blocks are not falling from the sky. Well, not to other people. I guess they are for me. But anyway, Chrysler big blocks are a pretty rare thing here in Australia. They didn't come in anything except the Dodge Phoenix, and the Dodge Phoenix only got the 383 itself. So, you know, we don't have a lot of Chrysler big blocks here in Australia generally. So, yeah, 383s are still a good motor. I mean, they're a 4¼ inch bore, you know, 4.25 inch bore, but with a 3.38 stroke. So if you put a 440 stroke in there, so 3.75, you get 426 cubes, so 7 litres straight away. So that's a good start, isn't it? And they make stroker cranks that are actually much bigger than that, you know, much bigger stroke, and therefore you can get quite a few cubes out of a 383. So they're not something you would just throw away. So anyway, we've got a bunch of 383s here and some other stuff. Actually, I'll come over closer and we'll have a look at what we've got. So starting up the front here, we have a 383, and you can identify them by this big flat pad that sits in an angle like this, and then the numbers right there. So you can see 383. So this one is a short block. It's got crank rods, pistons, So this is the most complete of the engines, and it's going to be a good starting point. It even comes with an engine stand, so the attachments on the back, the stand is up in the shed there. But yeah, so that is the most complete of them. We've got a bare 383 block there, another one there, another one there, another one there. And then up the back here, we've got what we call RB motors. So 383s are called a B motor, B for big block. So, and as I said before, you got the big flat pad there. RB motors have a big flat pad like this. So if you look there, you see the big flat pad. If you look there, it doesn't exist there. So if you see a big flat pad like that, you're looking at something that's either a 413, a 426 or a 440. So anything over 400 cubes basically. They do make a 400 cuber which will be like these ones, but basically the big boys are all going to have the flat pad here. So this one's a 440. I think you can just faintly see the numbers right there. This one's a bit rusty. It's probably the most rusty of the blocks, and I've been told it may be 60 thou over already. So we'll see if we can use this one or not. But yeah, it's something to work with. And then on this side, we've got the old girl, the oldest of the engines that I can see here. So this is the 62 block I was talking about before. You can see the numbers down here. Date code, it's 12, 18. Now some people might say that's 82. It's not, because they didn't make big blocks in 82, so it's 62. And so that makes this a 413. So yeah, 413 with a forged crank. So definitely something we can use. We could use the crank alone, but the block, yeah, we'll definitely use. That one's got a crank in it as well. Obviously that one's got a crank in it as well. So we've got a lot of raw material here to use. But wait, he says, there's more. That's right. Not just the engine blocks. Brendan also donated a whole bunch of Chrysler parts that he's been storing away for years. And this is going to help us build some of those motors. So, I mean, let's run through quickly, you know, because it could take ages. What do we got here? We got, I think, a bucket full of engine mounts, bucket full of bolts, more engine mounts for doing conversions. I mean, they're rod shop engine mounts, brand new in the box, to convert Valiant to big block, I believe. Doesn't really say there, but I'll work it out. Manifolds, exhaust manifolds, another container here just full of engine mounts, and some of these are conversion mounts again. So this one said something about big block Mopar to R model to VC. So, you know, so many engine mounts there. More engine mounts to convert. Oil pumps, yes, they're second hand, but useful. Cross member for a TKO into a Valiant apparently, so Tremec TKO, that's important later. And all this stuff come packaged in containers. So again, we've got some late model Hemi stuff in that container. Sump, timing chains, billet main caps, okay? Pistons, brand new, high comp. Look at the dome on that. I mean, check that out. That's a lumpy boy, all right? So brand new in the box. Oh, I think there's some more. There's another box of pistons under that as well. Yep. I'm pretty sure these are like 440 or something, because look at the size of that. That is a big piston, big flat top, forged piston. So again, you know, yeah, wow. Brand new in the box. Flex plates, flywheel. Another brand new flywheel in a packet there. So big block flywheel, brand new in the box. More pistons. These ones are hypothetics, but you know, I think they might be small block actually, just based on looking at their size, because every big block has a bore size of over 4 inch. So if they're under 4 inch bore, they'll be a small block. Yeah, it's got no pins in it, but yeah, it says 340 there. So it's still something that we could use in one of our other projects. More pistons. Yeah, they look big block, large. They got the pins and everything. Again, brand new in the box. They're hypothetics, but you know, we use those in another set down there as well. So yeah, big block Chrysler. I'll have to work out all the sizes, but I mean, just wow. Camshafts, box full of well, there's a bunch of camshafts. Some are second hand, some are new. Intake manifolds. We got 4 intake manifolds there, second hand, but all still usable. Both dual plane and single plane. QuickTime bell housing there that's for a late model Hemi, so 6.1, 6.4. There's another big QuickTime bell housing, brand new in the box down there, for a big block Chrysler. So if we want to go manual with our big block, we have that option. He also had a T56, which I paid for. So I bought that one off him, T56 sitting right there, but the price was too good to refuse, so I bought that. Cylinder heads, big block there. There's 2 sets there, there's 2 sets down there, so there's 4 sets of cylinder heads. There's a converter in the box there, a welding trolley that he gave me as well. Bolts, manuals, and like I said, all this stuff come packaged like this. There's 2 440 cranks right there. So yes, they're cast cranks, but still, we can do something with them actually. Yeah, that one's a cast as well. But yeah, 2 440 cranks there. So if you remember way back when I was talking about the orange block in the back there with the heads laying up against it, so that is a 361. So that's a baby big block. Now, what my intention for that was to find a 440 crank that we could cut down, put it in that, and make that a 426 cuber. Well, we really don't need to do that now, because we would have had to bore that out quite a way to do that. Now we have all those 383 blocks. Now they already come with a 4 1/4 inch bore. You put the 440 stroke in that, makes 426 cubes. So we can make a couple 426s using those 383s. Yes, there's some machining involved, but still, it's like a very doable thing. What else is there? Oh, this one will blow your mind a little bit. Say hello to my little friend. So, 8 of these bad boys. These are Eagle rods for a big block. There's also a set of Scat rods there as well, in just the same condition. I mean, these I think have been used, but only light use. Yeah, they look in very good condition. So, 2 sets of rods, aftermarket rods. So, yeah, I'll just, and I haven't dived into some of this stuff in the middle. There's a lot of ancillary stuff there. There's ignition systems and dizzies, and just, I'm actually blown away just by how generous Brendan has been. So yeah, I'm excited, but I'm also like, wow, humbled by just how great my fans are. And it's not just obviously Brendan has just done this, and this is amazing. And he thanked me for helping him clean up his stuff, which was, again, wow. But, you know, all through the 12s for 2K build, I've got guys sending me stuff, sending me parts, and, you know, people send me stuff all the time, and I'm like, I'm just incredibly humbled by this, that that you guys are so willing to support me in this adventure. So I have so much stuff there now. I've got to find somewhere to put it all. As you can see, the place is not any cleaner. I've been meaning to get in here. I've been trying to do yard work, trying to do clean up in here, trying to deal with, you know, carnage things as well. Yeah, there's so much going on. So I've got to find homes for all this stuff. Obviously, one of the big blocks will go in the lockdown wagon. So I was going to put the 361 in the lockdown wagon. Well, now, I mean, we can do either one of those 383s as a stroker, or even the 440 or the 413. Any of those ones could potentially go in the lockdown wagon. I'm looking at the Volvo now going, you guys wanted either the 1UZ or the Intech to go into the Volvo, but now I'm looking at all these big blocks going, you get a big block, you get a big block, everyone, but, you know, it's kind of like that. It's like, maybe I do slap together a big block and put it in the Volvo, and, you know, with a turbo hanging off it, maybe that's something we do. You let me know. You tell me if you think that is an idea that we should pursue, because obviously I've been looking around for 1UZs for the last few months, and of course everything that we did with the Lexan has proven how good the 1UZs are to the Australian public, so the prices have gone up, and it's actually hard to find a cheap 1UZ these days. So I'm looking around for something that's in my budget, but yeah, not finding a lot actually. So yeah, so I mean, I'd still like to pursue the 1UZ. A lot of people, it was kind of like on the Patreon side of things, the vote was 1UZ. On the YouTube side of things, the vote was Intech, so the AU 6-cylinder motor. But now I'm like, big block 440, something like that, with a turbo. Yes, it'd be quite a nose heavy, there'd be a bit of weight in the front, but wow, it wouldn't wheel stand then, would it? Is that a good thing? I don't know. Wheel stands are fun, but yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm kind of lost for words. But yeah, wow. So this is how I've been spending my weekend, moving all this stuff. At first I thought, yeah, oh, maybe get it into a ute. Nope. Ute and a trailer. Nope. I had to go back for a second trip to pick up the rest of the stuff. And yeah, there is so much. So I'm going to have to, yeah, find homes for all this stuff, do a big tidy up and arrange this stuff somehow where I can store it all away. And yeah, I think the potential's here to build some really cool stuff. Brenda did say he didn't mind if I sold some of it, because there's more stuff here than I could probably use in the rest of my life. There is a lot there. So we'll see. We'll see if that becomes a thing, but I'm going to try and use as much as I can first, because I mean, he has been so generous with this, and you know, I wish him so well with his endeavours when he moves across the country. But yeah, this is just, it's a lot. Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you all for being so generous. And check out the new t-shirt. You probably saw it when I was walking away before, but yes, these are our new Scottys Garage t-shirts, available online right now. But yeah, I'm just a little bit at a loss for words. So really is amazing. All right, so the the fun doesn't stop there though. So obviously, yeah, we've got some great stuff there. We've got some great engines to play with, a lot of great parts there to play with. We'll get into that as soon as we can, but there's also some other big news coming next week. So tune in next week when we talk about something big that's happening this year. So yeah, as if this wasn't big enough. But anyway, all right, I've got some tidy up to do. I got to take Mum's ute back and take my mate back his trailer. Thanks, Dan. And yeah, tidy up all this stuff, arrange homes for it, and then work out the plan, work out what we're going to do. So you guys let me know what I should do with this stuff, and yeah, tell me if we should put a big block in the Volvo, or should we do a manual gearbox in the lockdown wagon, you know, big block and manual. Is that something we should do? The car was a manual originally. I mean, yes, we'd still have to do some modifications to floor pan and that sort of thing, but yeah, so many options now. We have the world at our feet. But yeah, anyway, whatever we do, you'll see on future episodes of Scotty's Garage. As always, I thank you all for your support, and like I said, Brendan, thank you, dude. You have really given us something here to do some amazing things with. So yeah, everyone, give Brendan a shout out. Just amazing, and we'll see you all in the next episode.